Hey bro, let me ask you this question. Why is it that 99.9% of men would never have the confidence to approach a girl without being intoxicated by alcohol? Well, the answer to that question is approach anxiety. It's that crippling anxiety we get inside of us that stops us from starting conversations with beautiful women. And in this video, I explain exactly how to overcome that to my client. I show him a step-by-step system which makes it much easier to approach. I saw a comment on one of our videos, and it was about how can I restart? How can I restart and get back into what I was doing before COVID? And that's the reason today we have a very special guest. It is Mr. Pablo from Paris, and we're going to be talking about each step of the process as a beginner. You know, what do you need to do when you're starting out, right? Because nowadays you watch videos online and all you see is all this very complicated stuff that you just cannot do as a beginner, you know, because I remember when I was starting, all I could do is just go up to her and just deliver a line. You know, I was so nervous and I was just so into my head that I couldn't do 5 things at the same time. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be explaining you know, what you need to do step by step, right, in order to have a great conversation with a girl, you know. And that's what it's about. It's about a beautiful conversation. By the way, we were just back in the hotel and we've just woken up from a nap. So if we look a little bit you know, like a little bit tired, sleepy, that's what it is. So Pablo, what was it that you were struggling with, you know, after the COVID period and when things start to open up? How were you going out and approaching, you know? Was there anything specific you were struggling with? Did you have approach anxiety, you know? Did you know what to say in the conversation? What was the main things that was holding you back from going out there and meeting beautiful women?
Yeah, so after pandemic, there are a lot of people now outside. And I feel like I became like a beginner again, so I feel like I have a little bit anxiety, and it's a little bit hard at the beginning. So now I need to start from the beginning.
And actually I was speaking with my clients, and you know, they were saying that they really struggled in the first few weeks, you know, after going out and overcoming that anxiety, because the first thing we struggle with, as Pablo said, is with anxiety. You know, we can't even get ourselves to open the conversation, and that's the first thing that we're going to be discussing in this video series. We're going to be discussing how you can come over this approach anxiety and actually get yourself talking to beautiful women, right? Because if you can't approach, then you're never going to get the results you want. All right, so now we're going to get into the practical side of things, the good stuff, right? So we're going to get the master here, Pablo, to approach and demonstrate for you guys how to overcome anxiety. And also the next step, you know, when you do make the approach, is what to say, right? We're going to go through the words, you know, what to say, the very basics, and we're going to put ourselves in the shoes of a beginner so that you guys can actually go out and do exactly the same as what we're doing, right? It's going to be very easy, very basic, and you know, we're going to be approaching women in a beautiful way, right? So that it's a win-win situation for everyone. So now let's talk about what is approach anxiety, right? So approach anxiety, it's in our heads, right? It's in the part of the brain that you cannot think, right? It's called the animal part of the brain. And this part of the brain, what it needs is, it needs proof, right? Not promises. It doesn't need you to say, oh, it's okay, you know, if I approach her, nothing's gonna happen, right? It doesn't need that. What it needs is for you to approach, and then slowly and slowly, it's gonna get less and less as you do approaches. Now, this is where you can trick your brain, right? In order to lower the approach anxiety. And the way you trick your brain is you say, oh, you know what, I'm just going there to say this. You know, I'm just going to approach her just to say, you have a cute dog. I'm just going to approach her just to say, where is a good coffee shop? Because we don't have approach anxiety, right? If we approach a random stranger just to ask them for a direction, right? We don't actually start thinking, oh shit, you know, I got anxiety, I'm gonna ask where the coffee shop is, you know, like I can't do it. You know, you're not gonna have that, right? But as soon as you think about that hot girl and you wanna approach her, that's when the approach anxiety comes in, right? So what we're gonna do is we're going to do indirect approaches and give your brain that proof, right? That proof that approaching a girl is fine, right? Nothing's gonna happen. You're still gonna be alive, right? You're not gonna fall down and have a heart attack or something, right? And we're gonna slowly increase the difficulty of the approach, where you can actually go and do a direct approach and give her a compliment, right? Which would be the hardest level. All right, so now let's get right into it. Excuse me, hi, do you know where McDonald's is? McDonald's. No? All right, bye.
I'm searching something. Do you know where there is a McDonald's?
Where there's a what?
McDonald's.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm not from here.
Oh, you're not from London?
No.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fuck. So I can't eat. It's too bad. I'm gonna die.
Oh, I'm
gonna
sorry,
die.
I don't know. There's
Okay.
definitely one somewhere around.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Have a
welcome.
nice day. Bye. Excuse me? You're on the phone.
Pardon?
You're on the phone.
Yeah. Sorry.
I have to tell you something very quickly. I saw you have very good food, and I was wondering where did you get that?
I think there might be one in King's Cross. I think, you know, in the station. I
Okay.
think they have one. It's what is it? It's wasabi.
Wasabi?
They have one in the King's Cross station. I got mine from Oxford Street.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Excuse me, hi, is this like the best bar around here? Oh yeah? It's what? Okay. Alright, well have a great night. Bye.
Excuse me. I have something to tell you very quickly.
I'm sorry, what?
I have something to tell you very quickly.
Okay.
Do you know where there is a good place to eat around here?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. You're not from here.
No, I'm actually trying to find my way as well.
Oh, you try to find a good chin to eat. Have a nice day.
Excuse me, hi. Okay, well, before we go, I was going to say, do you know a good date location around here?
I'm from London.
No? Because, alright, well have a nice train journey, bye. Excuse me, hi. I just had to say that's a very cute dog.
Thank you.
Yeah, what breed is that?
It's half Border Collie, half Labrador.
Oh, okay. Nice. Have a great day. Bye.
Excuse me. I have to tell you something very quickly. I love your shoes.
Oh, thank you
You
so
have
much.
the best shoes I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you.
And it's fit very well with your dress.
Thank you.
I love
really
it.
appreciate it.
And so you are just come from...
From the coach station. I'm running to meet a friend.
Okay, so enjoy it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a nice
Bye.
day.
Excuse me. I have to tell you something very quickly.
Sorry?
I have to tell you something
Oh, thank you.
very quickly.
Okay.
I love your style,
Oh, thank
and
you.
I wanted to say hi to you.
Okay.
You look like Arabic.
No, Indian.
Indian, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you? Where are you from?
Yes.
French.
French? No, I'm not French.
Algerian?
No,
Oh, I don't know then.
I'm Japanese.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. No, actually, I'm French.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, what do you do now?
I'm just gonna go meet my friends.
Your friends
Yeah.
take a drinks. Okay.
Yeah.
And after you take a drink with me.
Excuse me. Hi. Do you know like a good date location around here? Yeah. No. I wanted to take you on a very romantic date to McDonald's?
No, sorry.
No, I'm just joking. No, I was gonna guess that you're from like Italy. No.
Latvia.
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 No
You
way.
know where that is?
I do. Yeah. You don't look like Latvian at all. Yeah.
Italian?
You have like a tan. Yeah, it must be a fake tan. All right, so what we just did was slowly build our approach momentum. The way we did it was we went in with the easiest approach possible, and that was just to get directions, right? So you get directions to start with, very simple, and then you slowly increase the difficulty, which was compliment. You compliment something that you like about them, and then what you could do is you can carry on the conversation a bit more, right? So Pablo, when you started, you said you were feeling a little bit anxious, right? After this exercise, how are you feeling? Is it any easier to approach now than it was before you started?
Yeah, so now I find it easier to approach. Definitely, and I feel better now.
Yeah, and the reason that's happening, the reason after doing these exercises you feel easier to approach is because your brain now has proof, right? Your brain now has proof that you can speak to a beautiful girl, right? Your brain knows that when you approach a beautiful girl, right, you're not going to fall down and die, right? And that's what it is. That's what approach anxiety is, right? Is thinking, oh my God, I'm going to get rejected. Oh my God, this is going to happen. Oh my God, and you come up with all these scenarios that never come to reality, right? So when you do the approaches and you give yourself this this proof of, I can do it, right? Even though, it's indirect. It's not anything amazing, you're not taking a number, but it's just these small steps, right, that builds that momentum. So that's what we covered. And for the second series of this video, we're going to be talking about what to say, the words, because a lot of actually anxiety comes from not knowing what to say. So now, you go and get someone's opinion, right? Oh, is this the best bar around here? Or, where's McDonald's? Or a compliment, right? Or I just had to say you have the best shoes, like that one you did, right? That approach. So we know, how to overcome this anxiety, but then there's another anxiety when you try to actually hit on the girl, right? And that anxiety is what to say. What do I say when I open up a conversation, right, in a natural way? Like, let's say if you're in a coffee shop, right? What do you say in that situation? How do you carry on the conversation, right? They all bring up a bit of anxiety in us. And that's what we're going to be talking about in the second series of this video. So very excited for that, and we're going to see you then.